you could just move it around into the different segments, you'd end up with your message and then do some gesture and your message would be sent. How's that going?
So it's proving quite tricky, but I'm up for a challenge, so hopefully we'll try and get it in.
Right, this is it, the moment I've been waiting for. The guys have been working so hard against the clock to prepare the app, and it's finished, and I'm finally going to get to play it. I can't wait. How is it, chaps?
Great, well, here it is. Looking good. Try it out.
Oh, look at that! Like a blast off. Great. Fire it up. Come on.
Games that make it onto the App Store tend to be simple to pick up and play, but difficult to master.
Yeah.
And I was hoping, with this addictive little number, we'd be onto a winner.
Oh! 94 metres.
Not bad. Wow,
that's quite good. I'll only go a bit further.
I think you should play again.
Why are you still here? I'm obviously going to be here for a long time playing this.
Meanwhile, Social Beacon was finally on my iPhone and ready to go.
I can't tell you how excited I am. It looks fantastic. And best of all, the fingerless functionality works. Look, absolutely superb.
And we'd added that final killer feature.
I'm just going to send it. Brilliant, there it is. It's gone to Twitter.
So, there you go. We'd created and designed our apps, and they were ready.
They were ready for the Apple App Store. So the process is quite an interesting one. We uploaded them to the App Store, and then it took a few days for Apple to vet them, just to test them, see if there are any bugs, and approve them to go on sale in iTunes.
And then they did. There they were on iTunes in the App Store for everybody globally to download and enjoy. And here they are. So, this one is mine, Biker Blastoff.
Cool.
Yay.
Nice styles.
Thank you.
And mine is called Social Beacon, and there it is. Hey!
Cool. So, they've both been online now for a month, but the big question is, was anybody interested? Were either of them popular?
Yeah, it's a very good point, actually, because just because we came up with these ideas that we thought were great doesn't mean that anyone would pay them the faintest bit of attention. But actually, do you know what? You did! They were both really, really successful, far more successful than I think we thought they were going to be. However, one of them was much more successful than the other. In fact, one was a flyaway success.
But whose was it? Truth in this week's challenge.
Yeah, this week's challenge was all about Susie and I devising and creating our very own mobile phone applications. Mine is a social networking utility called Social Beacon.
Yeah, and mine is a game called Susie Perry's Biker Blastoff.
Yeah, they've both been available on the iTunes Store for download for 1 month. But now the challenge is over.
Yes, whoever has received the most downloads for their app will be deemed the winner of this week's challenge. And to judge is our resident referee, keeper of the stats, all-round babe magnet, the Silver Fox, John Bentley.
Amazingly flattering of you, but that's not important. What is important is who made the most successful and best app. And who better to judge them than the people who are going to use them, your target audiences.
I took Susie's Biker Blastoff to a motocross event to see what real bikers made of the game, and headed off with Jason's Social Beacon to the London Twestival event, where avid tweeters tested out its social networking functions.
This is good, especially for being as it's free. It's a good game. I'll definitely get it. A really interesting first try at an app. Some really nice design features.
It looks cool. It's a good idea, but it's just a bit too fussy to use at the minute.
I think the gameplay is really good.
It's good use of the touchscreen and the motion controls on the iPhone as well.
I think it's a very good app for people who are too lazy to write their own status updates.
It's gone.
I haven't got an iPhone myself.
Oh, I'm on a good one. Oh, I'm on a good one.
I know loads of people that have got one, and they'll definitely be downloading this.
And I do like the function.
Amazing. So, there you go. Both the apps went down really well. Bikers loved your game, Susie. The Twitterati were impressed by your utility, Jason. So, a very good start. But what about the app experts? Well, yesterday I fired up my webcam and talked to a couple of blokes who know a thing or two about what it takes to create a successful app.
RJ Grunwald and Simon Oliver are two of the world's most successful apps designers. Grunwald developed the chart-topping Whoopee Cushion app, and Oliver is the man behind Rolando, one of the most successful app games ever. I started by asking them what they thought of Susie's Biker Blastoff.
Really enjoyed the way that it used all the different aspects of the iPhone in terms of the control schemes.
One of those addicting games where you're like, all right, I got a C last time, let's see if I can get it up to a B.
It was very, very straightforward. The controls are very clearly explained. The app started up quickly. There weren't too many menus to get straight into the game.
It's a lot of fun. It's a neat app and very well designed too.
So, a thumbs up for Susie, but what did they think of Jason's social beacon?
The social beacon, I think it's useful for me.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely something that I have a lot of appeal.
There's no questions really how to use it. You look at it and you know what to do. It's very intuitive.
If you had to choose between the one and the other, which would you say was best?
As far as usefulness, I'd use the social beacon app a lot more.
Of the two, I think I'm going to have to go for Biker Blaster.
Well, there you go. Genuine praise from a couple of guys who really have made hugely successful apps.
I know. That's a massive compliment, actually, isn't it?
Definitely.
But of course, this challenge is all about the hard reality of download figures, and whoever has had the most downloads over the last month will win the challenge.
Here we go.
Now, Jason, you got off to a fairly decent start.
Hooray!
By day 3, Social Beacon had made it into the top 20 free social networking charts.
Fantastic!
Oh.
But the real story was all about Susie's Biker Blast-Off, because on the same day, day 3, Susie's app reached number 11 in the overall free app chart. And incredibly, by day 5, it was number 1.
Yes!
Good, great. The number 1 free app in Britain. But it wasn't over yet, Jason, because despite your lower overall chart position, your review rating was actually slightly higher than Susie's at this point. So was a comeback on the cards. Well, by the second week of the competition, Susie's app had fallen back down a bit in the charts.
Oh, a comeback!
Whereas, after a lot of talk on Twitter, Social Beacon had actually moved up to number 6 in the social networking chart. Now, we know utilities are much slower growers than games.
Yeah.
So was this a tortoise and hare type situation where you're going to rush up and overtake Susie from behind? Huh? Well, no.
Oh.
Because in week 3, Susie's Biker Blast-Off went global!
Yay!
Incredibly, it reached number 8 in the US free download chart. But not only that, it reached number 1 in Germany and Switzerland, and even had 14 downloads in Kazakhstan.
Oh,
Fantastic!
Kazakhstan!
Susie app, big success, as they might well say in Kazakhstan, if only I could say it properly. Now, to the final result.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
let's look at the final sales chart. Jason, across the month, you managed a respectable 4,074
not bad.
downloads.
Quite good.
But I think it's fair to say you were completely, utterly and absolutely blown out of the global waters by Susie's Biker Blast-Off, which around the world was downloaded a staggering 1,214,764 times.
Wow!
Well
done. Amazing.
So, I declare Susie Perry the unquestionable winner of this challenge. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. I must say thank you, though, to Mediatonic, who were just fantastic and helped with design and produce the app.
It's so well conceived and really, really playable. I've got to say a big thank you to my guys. You know, we really enjoyed making our app. But what I think's amazing about Biker Blast-Off is just that it captured the imagination of people that know nothing about us, that know nothing about you, the people in America and in Germany, and it's just gone bang.
Well, a really great experiment, I think. It was really interesting, fascinating stuff, wasn't it? Gosh, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. It's the end of the show.